Hello everyone, welcome back once again to Minecraft FTB. This is Warmac 9. Previously on episode 16, even though it was a little bit shorter of an episode, it felt like it took me a really long time to do, and then when I condensed everything down and shortened the track, it was a lot shorter than I thought. This is sort of going to be an interlude episode, a 16 and a half, if you will, which it'll probably be titled that regardless. I've been quite hard at work ever since going down there, hitting up a new house location. I've moved some of my barrels down there so I could hold more building materials, and I think it's going to come out really, really nice. I'm incorporating a lot of stone, a lot of smooth stone brick, and I took out a lot of basalt from the nearby volcano down there as well. So I think it'll probably come out to look pretty good. I've also had to use a couple diamonds since then. I had to use a diamond on this guy to make it bigger. I had to use 2 diamonds for a diamond handsaw because I'm going to incorporate some micro blocks into part of the structure. So on the whole, yeah, that's definitely happening now. I still have to move all this stuff over there, which is just going to be a pain because of all this and all this. As you might see right here, I have started picking at the ground over there. I actually kind of went deep and started chasing after this stuff, the zirconium, but I really shouldn't because this stuff is mostly decorative. But I did find a couple of bit of shards here. I also found a little bit more coal while I was over there, and I think I got a little redstone, but I've already used most of it. I've of course got some redstone in my inventory here. I found some rubies. I found some sapphires. I thought I felt green sapphires as well, which are the previous emeralds, but since emeralds are now in the game, not so much. And over here on this end, I've picked up like 2 things: a quicksilver, a ferrous. I've never actually seen this guy before, but it's used for something. I'm just not terribly certain what. It produces slag, I guess. I don't know. It's really weird. In any case, if I try and right click on it, it doesn't actually provide me with any recipes in which it creates. So don't know what it does. I have some aluminum from Zycraft as well, and of course I have a lot of iron. I'm holding my uranium right now. I was just gonna toss that into the compressor, get it made into bars. Now you probably saw the video where I'm building the bridge. This thing is quite long, and you can't quite see the other end of it from here. And I figured, well, I do have a nice rolling machine here. I actually just read a comment saying, go ahead and make rails, make something with railcraft, and I'm like, well, that's actually not a bad idea. I do have a lot of creosote oil. I've already got some pre-bottled here, but I still have a whole tank of it right there. So I think that might be what I do. I quit production on coal coke just because I'm kind of sitting in a really good spot on coal coke. I don't need more, per se. In any case, I suppose now would be the time to start making some stuff. Now, I already have some track that I took out of the abandoned mine shaft. No big deal. I need to make some booster tracks and some detector tracks. Now, booster tracks are a little bit more complicated because they require advanced rails, but your basic track is going to normally require wooden rail beds, which require ties, which require the creosote oil across a couple of half slabs. Makes 1 tie, meaning I need to burn more wood here. It needs pressure plate and redstone, and that produces 8 for me. I'm not exactly sure how many I'm gonna need, but I know I'm gonna need a good few. I'm gonna go ahead and put in about 8 on this guy here, and then I'm gonna flip on the engines. Now, another thing I was actually pondering since the last time I recorded was the quarry is running currently on coal coke, and that's beginning to get really inefficient, especially with something its size. I'm thinking I'm going to go into using electric engines, which I can power off of a solar panel, and the solar panel I could use an advanced solar panel because it has a reserve battery on it as well. Hook it up with some copper cable, or if I can, I don't think I can because I think the output's too high. I could use 10, something to limit it to 2 EU a tick, because the way electric engines work, go ahead and show not electric engines here, double click that. It requires 10, and these guys are able to output at about 2 EU or 2 MJ Minecraft joules a tick at the expense of like 2 EU a tick. They can accept a higher current than that, but they're going to accept the most the cable that's attached to them will provide and reduce it down to 2. So if I had a diamond glass fiber cable, it's going to accept up to 512 EU a tick, and it's going to convert it down to 2. So it's like, wow, I really limit myself if I do something like that. The next best thing I could hope to do would be like put a bat box on it, and the bat box limit the drain on it. So yeah, that's kind of the thing. I'm thinking I'll just limit it with a cable or something and stick a single solar panel on there, run 2 of these guys on a quarry, and it's the same exact efficiency as running 4 Stirling engines on a quarry. That's kind of what I'm thinking there. Now back into the to the tracks. We've got boosters, detectors, and regulars. Now I already have some regular, and I don't expect to use too many of those. I expect to use a lot more boosters and a lot more detectors. So let's get things underway. I do have some rails already coming up right here. I'm gonna go ahead and wait for this last one to produce. Boom. Alright, now I need to make a couple of detectors. I did preemptively make some stone for this. So we will just do like that, I suppose. For pressure plates. What else did we need? The actual rail bed. Now I actually probably should have made that earlier. Let's see, I will... You know what? I'm going to need all this. Just do that. And that, and that, and boom. It's a lot of wooden slabs. I'll probably end up needing them. If I don't, I can always recycle them once I build a recycler. That's fine. That's fine. Stick 3 of those in there with a stack ODAT. Now I have 64 wooden ties. These guys are arranged in a pattern of 4, giving me wooden rail beds, basis of everything railcraft really. Throw some of those, and then break this up into 6 stacks, like so. And we have some detector tracks. Now these guys come in little lots of 38, as you can see, or 8, as you can see. Not 38. 32 will probably be plenty for me. Next we want to make some booster rails, which require regular standard rails, some gold, and redstone. These guys are a little on the expensive side, but for progress, for science, go ahead and make some of these as well. There we go. And let's see, we have detector tracks, we have regular tracks. Didn't even use up all my creosote. I'm glad that it consumes the bottle. I don't want to have to carry a bottle around. 16 rails. And these I have to line on both sides, plus redstone. The basic goal of what I'm doing here is whenever the detector track actually senses a depressed minecart or a weight upon it, it will ignite redstone signal next to it, so I can be able to say, hey, I've got all these tracks that run alongside it, and whenever a detector is hit, it continues the push forward with those tracks. Let's also make a chest for carts, and I'll do one for either end. When I say I'll do one for either end, I mean I will place only one, and that's all I will place. Also, it probably wouldn't hurt to have a button or 2. That way I can set up a basic launch at one end and have like a track that runs all the way up to a wall, and then when the cart is trying to push away from the wall, you just hit the button and it pushes you and propels you in the opposite direction. Claim these. Let's go ahead and stick these guys on here with this, and we have some booster tracks. Now, even if I don't use all these right now, I can still probably make quite a bit of good out of them at some point. After reading the comment that was like, you should use that creosote oil, I was like, yeah, I probably should. Actually, let me go ahead and give a shout out for he who gave me that suggestion. That was Gargantuan Gamer MC. Thank you so much, Gargantuan Gamer. So yeah, we've totally got this going. I'm going to start laying these guys out. I think I should be able to get all of this all the way to the other side. I feel like I have plenty of resource here for that. But just in case I don't, I will go through the process of making this stuff again off camera. I just kind of wanted to give you guys this little quick update as far as what's going on. I'm producing uranium refined, and I've got obviously quite a bit of goodies right here, all these candy bars and some microchips and stuff, and then I have some more of that stuff over here, as well as some shards, so I can actually start looking at Thaumcraft in the very near future. But again, like I said, I'm kind of moved from this place. I suppose really the biggest thing I really ought to do would be to do a little culling. I've got a way too many cattle. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. Be sure you stay tuned. Next episode I'm going to do the reveal on the new house. The new house should be pretty cool. It's taken a lot of effort, and hopefully I'll have it done by then. I've had to use like dirt scaffolding everywhere so I can get up and get down, and it's just getting really crazy but really elaborate, and I'm hoping that it'll come out okay. It feels like part of it's going to be really nice and the other part's going to be like eh. But we'll see. So once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been Warmac9, and I'll see you next time.